Hi everyone, this is a Yoga Distraction channel. My name is Nelson, and today I'm going to be talking about where do you start if you are new to yoga or you're just looking to get generalized information on kind of what's out there without going too much into the woo. And simply put, that resource is the Great Courses Plus. I have read different books, taken different workshops when I started off, and to me, there are two courses within this resource, which is a online streaming service where they stream kind of what they call like college courses or college level content, and it's styled as a college course. Yet I'm going to be showing you, hopefully attached to this video, a little bit of a navigation of the website, and specifically which courses I think will, if you are new to yoga, will help you get a generalized understanding of what yoga is, kind of what it can do, what it can't do, and whether or not it's a good fit for you, or if you think that it is a good fit, how to incorporate that best into your life. As I've said, I'm basing this also off of my own personal experience. Just want to make sure, in my mind, like if when my friends come to me and I want to make sure that they kind of make the most out of their time and their money, then I will gear them towards the great courses. And if you're doing a teacher training, I think that taking these courses before you dish out $1,000 or $2,000, sometimes it can go way more beyond that, then just looking at the great courses before you do your teacher training will definitely help you understand some of the terminology and just reinforce some of those associations between the words, the concepts, what's being said, and the practice. So shortly I should be going through a navigation of the website and going deeper into why I think it's a good resource. So right over here you can see just a quick Google search, Great Courses Plus, will get you to the website. Okay, so I did a quick search for yoga and these results came up, but the ones that I'm most interested in are going to be the Yoga for a Healthy Mind and Body and the I Rest Yoga Nitra, which are the ones that I'm just circling right now. Those are the ones that I think are the best for beginners. And again, even if you're looking to get the most out of a yoga teacher training, then I definitely think that yoga for a healthy mind and body is what you want. Now, if we look deeper into yoga for a healthy mind and body, you can see kind of why I think that this is a good introductory course or a good course to help you out in a yoga teacher training, because as we look at the course content, it covers a pretty some core topics that I would say most individuals are interested in when they think of yoga, such as yoga pain relief, yoga for a healthy heart, yoga for addiction, depression, and then it goes into different styles of yoga. And some of these are pretty general foundational styles of yoga, like power yoga, Anusara yoga, Iyengar yoga, and then it kind of goes into some of the more specialized styles of yoga like yin yoga, forest yoga, and towards the end it kind of just blends all of these together so that you can incorporate it better into your home practice. And it's for this reason that I think it's really amazing tool for beginners, and it's impartial. You're not going to get a lot of woo. There's actually, the course throws in some, scientific lingo, but I always advocate that you do your own research and you follow through on the references just so that you come to your own conclusions. You kind of don't want to just be a sheep and listen to what someone else says, regardless of whether they're using scientific lingo or not. Just looking at the course overview, you also get to look at the professor's credentials. It says here she's a Yale graduate, certified yoga instructor, and she's a doctor, Dr. Heidi E. Sormaz. I hope I'm saying her name right. And it just gives you more information just on the credentials of each instructor, so you kind of get a feel for who's teaching the course and kind of what you're getting out of it. Another thing that I will point out is if you look here, it offers a course guidebook. So that right there will be like a textbook. I would even call it just a textbook, not just a guidebook. And the information there is pretty it's high quality, I would say, and based on kind of the information that you would get in a 200-hour course. And by the way, some 200-hour trainings don't even provide a guidebook. So this already to me puts it above what some of these other trainings have to offer. And for that reason, I really highly recommend these two courses that I'm pointing out, specifically Yoga for a Healthy Mind and Body, which is what you're seeing here. And a little after this video, I'm going to be talking about more information as to kind of why I think that this is a better route to go in. And right now I'll probably be going into the other course and why I think that's a good resource. So this is a Yoga Nidra course within the Greater website, and the reason why I love this course is because you'll even have yoga instructors that have never heard of Yoga Nidra, or if they have heard of it, they just think of it as something I heard in a conversation amongst yogis, but don't really know what it is. And it's kind of surprising that essentially a kind of college streaming service has Yoga Nidra on it, but I love it. I've actually taken some of the lectures on this course, and it's amazing. It provides a really good introduction to what Yoga Nidra is and what it can do. And I personally feel like Yoga Nidra deserves its own video, and I don't know if I'll do it a good justice to an introduction to it. So I will leave you to do your own research or to look at this streaming service and look at their introduction to Yoga Nidra, because I think that they can do a better job of that. However, I will highly recommend that if you're interested in yoga, you kind of pay attention and keep an eye out on information for Yoga Nidra whenever you can. Maybe do I don't know what Wikipedia has on Yoga Nidra, but I do know that this streaming service, once again, does have a really good introduction to Yoga Nidra, what it can do, and kind of what it's about. So, and other aspects of this course will go into a little bit of yoga in general, and also go a little deeper into the science of yoga, which is something that I really love. So especially those individuals that are looking to stay away from the woo and are looking to get a little more of that scientific foundation, that scientific background to the information, this course is definitely a good resource to look into. And so now you have it. Now you know the two courses that I definitely would recommend if you're new to yoga, or if you're looking to do a yoga teacher training and you just want to get the most out of that information, because you definitely don't want to be going into a course and kind of looking a little lost. I mean, it's no crime, but at the same time, do you want to invest $1,000, $2,000 into a lost experience? Some say it's worth it. I personally know that not, at least the friends that I have don't really just have $1,000 or $2,000 to dish out like that for a lost experience. So keep that in mind. A little after this video, I might go into another talk just to kind of reinforce what I went through, summarize some of it, and give a little more of my opinion. So thank you for watching this, and fun journey. So to summarize this video and what we talked about, I mentioned two courses that I think if someone is new to yoga, they might want to play around with so that they get a generalized information on what yoga is, what it can do, kind of just get a pretty broad picture of yoga and an introduction to the diversity of what yoga has to offer, kind of shake up people's stereotypes of yoga, or kind of preconceptions is more of the word that I would use. At the same time, I mentioned that if you do know yoga, or you think you know yoga, and you're about to take a plunge into a teacher training or really any training, this course could either be a good supplement to just about any training out there, or at least a good prequel to that training, so that you're familiarized with some of the terminology and you just have, again, more of that association, word association, that terminology association, and that way you can really get the most out of a practice. Because unfortunately, in some of the training, especially like a 200-hour training that I've taken myself in the past, I've noticed that in some of the trainings, individuals will dish out $1,000, $2,000, however much money, and they're doing that essentially to be introduced to the same amount of information that I think these courses will introduce you to. And at that point, I just have to wonder, do you really want to dish out $1,000, $2,000 just to be introduced to something, or would you rather be introduced to it through these courses and then just gain that solidarity of information, that kind of building upon, so that you really get the most out of the money that you're investing in some of these other trainings? So some of the things that I'll cover is no, the great courses, streaming service is not paying me to do this video. I just happen to have gone through enough trainings, enough resources, books, etc. to know that it's a great resource. It's well structured as I showed you, and it has a guidebook. Again, there are many trainings that I've been through where people will come out and they're like, what the heck did I just go through? And they're still a little confused. Granted, I'm not saying that you're going to gain complete clarity after these courses, yet the beauty of online courses as well is that you can always go back. So unlike some of these other trainings where if you go back you got to pay another $1,000 or $2,000, in the great courses you can skip around however you like, and there's no grading. It's really just self-paced, so it's really just up to you. So I think that's some of the great benefits of why I direct someone who's new to yoga over in that direction, because I think there's a lot to be gained from that experience. So to get more information on the courses, such as like the pricing, you can go to their website. Usually it ranges anywhere between $15 and $45. I personally pay $15 a month, I believe. So it's really not that expensive, and when you compare it to $1,000, $2,000, there's really just, you're saving all that money. And like I said, I'm not saying don't take teacher trainings, but this would be a good supplement, if not a good prequel to those trainings, so that you end up getting the most out of your money instead of just paying $1,000, $2,000 just to be shocked with an introduction. Really, you can have this be your introduction, and then when you take that training, you're just consolidating, I think is the word I'll use, consolidating that information and strengthening those word associations and that terminology. So I think I'll leave us here. Really, I'm the type of person that I can talk forever, yet just for the sake of not going beyond the scope of the purpose of this video, I'll just leave it here. As with anything, I wish you the greatest of luck in your journey, and look forward to other videos that I might post. I'm looking to just generalize what the post that I make and have it just be centered around the yoga experience and mindfulness experience. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Please leave any comments or feedbacks in the comment section. I will try to link up some of the other accounts with this video. If not, then just wait for that to happen. I'll try to, like I said, do more videos on there, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.